Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So I'm sure every time you turn the TV on or go on YouTube, they're talking about some issues that we're going to have with our food supply. This is actually very true. There's an export on a ban on a lot of the rice, the grains, wheat products. And if you look at your household foods and look at one of the cans, it's going to contain some or all of these ingredients. And then there's also chain supply issues around the Panama Canal, inflation. So there will be an issue getting food in, and I do believe it's going to start coming this winter, unfortunately. Sorry. So anyway, I wanted to go through and just give you some ideas on what you need. There's a lot of videos out there, and everybody's pantry is going to look a little bit different, and that's okay. But let's take a look at some of the things we have and why we think we need these things, okay? Okay, so up here, there is an aluminum shortage. I'm sure you've heard about that. So that's going to affect things like dog food, canned food, and stuff like that. So go ahead and look at getting some aluminum foil. Stock up on oil, broth, mayonnaise, and just some of the things that you use pretty much daily. Just scan through here real quick. Make sure you have batteries, very important. And you'll see a lot of people stocking peanut butter. This is a really good idea. It kind of makes you feel full, has a lot of protein in it. These crackers, I kind of left this pack down. These you can actually get at Dollar Tree. And the shelf life on these guys are about 1.5 years. So I have no idea what they taste like, but for the fact they last so long, I do have several boxes up there for these guys. And of course your coffee products. If you look, you're going to see I have a lot of potted meat products. And then sausages, treat, hash. So the bottom line is you're going to need a lot of fat in your diet. You're going to be eating fewer calories, and you're going to have to wait longer in between meals. So you're going to need fat. So don't always try to prep healthy stuff, because healthy food is not going to sustain you. So we're looking at chicken, tuna, and things like this. Then we have our cooked hams. Up here is Keystone hamburger beef. We have several cans of that, and then some pork products up here. Just to give you guys an idea. So we're going to run into problems, especially with our bread and our pastas, especially in our rice. So down here, we have, 3 bags of rice and 4 extra large bags of flour. So the rice is good because it can add calories to your own meals. You can pretty much put it in any food. And it's also, if you have animals, you can mix it in with their food too, to kind of ration that out, and be sure you also prep for your dogs and your animals, which I hear right outside the door here. They're just checking in on me. So we're also looking at dried beans, rice, instant mashed potatoes, more flour, pasta products, which I have a backup cabinet, and macaroni, which I also have another backup cabinet for this. Down here, sorry, I'm over my dog. You can buy these boxes of the Raymond noodles, and I think I have like 9 or 10 of these guys, and there's 12 per pack, and they're like under $4. And then in here, it's sugar, yeast, and extra flour. So let's look at our canned goods here. And people are having trouble getting potatoes too, just to point that out. That could be seasonal, but I'm not sure. And then a little bit more over here. So in here, we have some instant mashed potatoes. I think we have about 5 bags of these. I need to get more. Spaghetti, egg noodles, and more macaroni noodles in the back. And I think there's just a couple of things over here. But one of the things we need to remember, we'll flip this back around here. So right now it's a really hard time for people to prep their food due to the prices of the food. Unfortunately, it's bad now and it's going to get worse. But if you can, I have this one friend of mine, she swears, it's not going to have a food shortage. I'm crazy. Well, right now she doesn't know it, but in her basement she has about 3 to 4 months worth of food that I stashed in a closet for when that time comes. So don't just prep for yourself. Go ahead and prep for your friends, even the ones that don't believe you. And food banks are also they're having a lot of trouble getting food in. They're having a major shortage themselves. So if you're lucky enough that you're able to prep and supply for you and your family, let's think about other people and go ahead and start taking care of them too. This is just some of the things I'm going to go ahead and drop off this week at the food bank. So guys, remember, as bad, as things are, there's people a lot worse than us that can't put a meal on the table today. So let's go ahead, get you some stuff together, get you some supplies, and let's go ahead and get these over to the food bank, okay? So when we're talking about some of the expiration dates that you'll see on these cans, these are actually not expiration dates. These are what they call best by dates. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you now, I can eat this chicken here 10 years from now, and it's still going to be fine. Everything's sealed in these cans unless it has a dent, which I've noticed. You got to watch that. But everything else, if it's undented, these guys, they should be good forever, truly. The only thing you need to watch out for is anything that's going to contain tomato sauce, tomato base. That's going to be good for about a year past the best by date. And also with your fruits, they're going to be good for about another year, year and a half past that date. But as far as everything else, it's good indefinitely, okay? So don't toss out if it's, the best by date's gone. It's still good. Do not toss it out. So another thing we need to look at are your freezer items. So down here we have mostly 2 layers of chicken and 1 of beef. So if you're going to do your chicken or something long term, go ahead and use the Food Saver. Most of this chicken here is, probably 3 or 4 years old, and it definitely doesn't look like it. So if you're going to store long-term meats, this is definitely the way to go. So remember guys, right now everybody is stressed out. They're worried. The weather's changing. And by the way, I'll tell you now, it's not climate change. It's the good Lord above, just so we know that. And let's make that clear. All of this has been prophesized, but I'll do more videos on that later. But if you guys have any questions, and like I said, everybody's pantry is going to be different, and that is totally okay. But do make sure that you get long-term foods like flour, like rice, and canned foods that do have fat in them, unfortunately. So guys, just when you're out there, think of other people, and always remember, give God and Jesus all the glory. Thank you for your time.